MAGA. He played you for a sucker. He knew you wanted to know the truth about the Epstein list.
We need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
It's sitting on my desk right now to review.
So you voted for Donald Trump. How's that working out?
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
Elon demanded you release the Epstein files. Meanwhile, you sent ICE into Los Angeles. A perfect distraction. Trump thinks you're stupid. He can distract you. Trump's old friend Ghislaine Maxwell got 20 years for child sex trafficking.
I just wish her well, frankly.
20 years for child sex trafficking. But there's no record of who she trafficked the children to? Really? Donald Trump is president of the United States. If he wanted you to see the Epstein list, he'd release it. But he's not.
I don't know about Epstein so much. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there, because it's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world.
He played you for a sucker. MAGA, you gonna just shut up and fall in line like all the rest? Really?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Derp State. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Yeah, what is today? Monday? Shit, it is Monday already. Anyway, yeah, good news, though, is we are going to be back in Washington, D.C. here on Thursday. I'll be there Thursday. Mike will be there Friday. We'll be there through Sunday. We're going to be live streaming right here on YouTube, right here on our YouTube channel, the Remove the Regime event on the 22nd. I think it starts at noon, and it's going to be at the Lincoln Memorial, and Dropkick Murphys will be performing live. So if you're a fan or if you like that kind of music, please tune in to our YouTube channel because we're going to be live streaming the entire thing. It's going to be so much fun. So we have a great show lined up for you tonight. Last week, James and I talked about how MAGA is fracturing, and we have further evidence of that tonight, and it is all due to the Epstein files. They just won't go away.
Nope.
Donald Trump is ordered further investigations now into all the Democrats involved, while not naming a single one of his homies that were also involved, like Peter Thiel, I don't know, Elon Musk, basically everybody. I mean, let's be honest. At this point, we can confidently say with facts that this was the largest blackmail pedo operation in at least the most high-profile one that we know of in human history, probably, that we could recall. And it's, there was even... This is according to a British historian. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he claimed a couple things that I thought were interesting. One, he claimed that he was told who killed Jeffrey Epstein, which would mean the conspiracy theorists were right and that Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself. But then he also claimed that Melania was Jeffrey's lover,
right,
before Donald Trump. And then I started thinking about it. Michael Wolff claimed that the first time Melania had sex with Donald Trump was on Jeffrey Epstein's plane. It just gets weirder and weirder. But we're going to talk about how Marjorie Taylor Greene calls it quits with the MAGA movement. And it seems it's going to be an America First movement, and there's going to be a MAGA movement. Neither of which is good. Because on one hand, you have a pro-Israel corporate sellout administration and the MAGA movement, which we all know has nothing to do with making America great. It has everything to do with lining their pockets. And then you have the America First movement, who hates Israel. They hate Israel. They hate all Jewish people because they're Nazis. They're led by people like Nick Fuentes. Tucker Carlson's another one who has left the MAGA movement. They're jumping ship. Even Fox News. Marjorie Taylor Greene was on CNN.
Yeah, that was so weird.
I don't know if I've ever seen Marjorie Taylor Greene on CNN. Yeah, she usually only goes to right-wing channels.
And do you have that clip? Because then she was even sent, because she was out there talking about how her life is in danger because Trump is
I have that.
His base, right?
Yep.
And then, well, you've got the clip. We'll talk about it when you play it.
Yep, and then I have some videos of Donald Trump because he is in full-blown panic mode, now claiming, let's release the files after 11 months of doing everything they possibly could, including shutting down the government to avoid releasing the files. And now all of a sudden, he's okay with releasing the files. So
yeah, Pamela says Marjorie Taylor Greene was on The View too. I forgot about that. That's right.
Yeah. If you go through the emails, a lot of people are really, really digging into them. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. We're probably going to be finding stuff out for weeks about those emails. There's a lot of people named in there. And it wasn't just about men with little girls and blackmail. It was also about creating an entire surveillance network. Basically, all right, let me show you this, because people thought I was crazy when I first brought this up. And I showed this to you right before the show. Where the hell did I put the picture? If I can find it. There it is. Okay. I every time I go to DC, one thing I see a lot of Israeli flags.
Yeah.
A lot of Israeli flags. And then I keep saying that, look, I just feel like Israel's plan in the end is to kind of just, like, I don't know, take over America. I've been hearing Israeli officials talk about how America is like the new Jerusalem. And then today I found out this is what Israel plans for that area. This is what they are calling Greater Israel. Okay? Which would include, obviously, Gaza, but then a lot of Egypt, all of Lebanon, most of Syria, Jordan, all of Jordan, half of Iraq, and a big chunk of Saudi Arabia. So if anybody thinks for any reason that Israel has any intentions of just taking over the Gaza Strip, you are very naive, and this map here should prove it to you. If you think I'm kidding, this outline here, the blue, they are wearing this patch. They've made patches now that represent this outline, the Greater Israel map, that Israeli troops are now wearing. They get their headshots, like their photos, done now, and they turn their head away from the camera so they can't be identified. They've also started wearing masks. Sound familiar? So they cannot be identified. Yeah, so it's a pretty shitty situation. Yeah. And I just feel like they are not our friends. They are not our ally. I don't think they ever have been. No. They've got us involved in more conflicts than we've ever needed to be involved in.
They pushed Iraq as well. They pushed a lot of the
They gave us the weapons of mass destruction intel.
Yeah.
They were the ones like, oh, Iraq. I mean, it's the same thing with the Iran nuclear weapons. And again, Israel is a nuclear state. They have an unregulated.
They do.
They're the only country in the world that has a completely unregulated and unmonitored nuclear plan. I mean, there's other countries too, like North Korea and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, why do they need nukes? Why? Yep. I don't understand why anybody needs nukes, but apparently that's a deterrent. But eventually somebody's going to set one off,
It's more likely than ever. I mean, the more nukes you have, at some point, something's going to go off. Brina's even talked about the Nicki Minaj thing, and we're gonna come. There it is. There it is. But wait, I want to go back to the Greater Israel bit thing. You can look at. Can you still pull up that map? Because I was talking about this earlier. How they want to take over basically half of Saudi Arabia. I mean, it's wishful thinking. It's never going to fucking happen. Saudi Arabia just has way too much fucking FU money, and frankly, they do have a lot of diplomatic and military ties to be able to fight that off. I mean, even if Israel were to nuke Saudi Arabia, so they could, then that whole area is going to be fallout. They wouldn't be able to take it over. So this is just absurd thinking on the part of whoever is behind this stuff.
It really is. It's scary. It's scary that this is the world that we live in. But Israel's they're out of control.
That stupid and that confident and that much in power that they think they could pull that off. It's insane.
Yeah, well, they have our full support. We keep sending them money, and until we stop sending them money, this is never going to stop. The only reason they have reason they have the military they have, the only reason they have the healthcare system they have, the higher education system they have, is because of the United States money. That's the only reason. All right, so Brina, I had to bring this up because I was crashing out over this shit earlier. Nicki Minaj is representing us at the United Nations. I have never been more embarrassed. Actually, yes, I was, and it was both in the same day, today, because there was also a picture of the United States flag laying on the ground, hanging off a flagpole as Donald Trump just walks by it without even giving a shit. Yeah, but so I was crashing out a lot today, and this had a lot to do with it. This is embarrassing. And nothing against Nicki Minaj. I don't know anything about her. Honestly, I don't care. I don't listen to her music. I don't know anything about her. But I'm sorry, but these are facts, former stripper, turned hip hop artist should not be representing us on the world stage when it comes to geopolitics. I'm trying to not curse as much anymore.
Yeah, because Brina's saying.
I'm sorry.
Brina is saying that she was on Kamala Harris's campaign. So I'm confused on this too, because Nikki was anti-Trump for a while. What, she just had to sell out? Like, what, the money, wave a dollar under her face, and all she's.
I have found out a lot of these celebrities are caught in some kind of scam or scandal. A lot of these crypto. Right. A lot of it. There's been a lot of people that behind the scenes they're in trouble, and of course, like everything's for sale now, including pardons. So. A lot of people have been a lot of celebrities that have been doing some shady stuff have been flipping to Trump just because they can get away with the stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I don't want to, like, when we say Nicki Minaj, you know, obviously being a past stripper or
that's
whatever.
Fine. That's fine.
There's nothing wrong with that necessarily. The problem is that she is not qualified to be talking about these issues. She has no education on this. She has no background in it. She has no expertise. She has no professional practice in geopolitics. You know, so it's like trying to fucking, you know, the rat is trying to cook a soup. You know, that's basically what this is. And it just makes no sense to have these people do it.
It's humiliating to me. This is embarrassing. This is to me is just, this is why no other country respects us right now and takes us seriously. Donald Trump keeps talking about, oh, we're going to be respected across the world. Let's send Nicki Minaj to speak on the Trump administration's behalf. Okay. Yeah. Whatever, man.
Not only that is her lack of experience, but then she's going there to represent a Nazi fascist regime. Right. Which, Nikki, have you looked in the mirror? Nazis don't like you very much. That's just a fact. And here you are trying to break bread with, you know, the Nazis. So it's dumb and makes no sense.
And this reminds me, I have the clip here. We don't have to watch it, but I have the clip here because this reminds me of the scene from Idiocracy when Luke Wilson is trying to explain why plants don't like Gatorade or Brondo in their world. And I'll just play the clip because Nicki Minaj reminds, this is like this woman here in this video. And this is like Nicki Minaj here, okay? So,
internally, his head, he's just like... That's his sound effect for that. As he's trying to deal with these people.
That is what I feel like. We are living in the prequel. We should have known when Crocs became popular that something was going on.
Yeah. Well, it was all in line with the whole COVID shit. I mean, these idiots were fervently anti-mask, but then when they're out committing acts of terrorism and kidnapping, now they're all for it. Right? But I mean, the COVID stuff was just a prelude to the stupid that we were about to find, because it's just so deep in this country. And I've said this before, but it amazes me how people can be so astute that they blame that the majority of Americans blame the Republicans for the government shutdown. A majority of them think Trump is hiding something, and yet they don't know that the ACA and Obamacare are the same thing, right? There's still some 5% of Americans that think chocolate milk comes from brown cows. Like, how can they be that? How is this country that stupid, and yet it can be that astute on political stuff like Trump is hiding things? It just blows my mind.
I saw a vegan once make a TikTok video about how he's drinking strawberry milk because they thought that they actually milked the strawberries. I was like, we're doomed. We're fucking doomed, man. Oh, speaking of stupid, though, Donald Trump spoke at the McDonald's summit on the economy. This is real. This is directly from the fucking, excuse my language, the White House's Facebook page. This is not a headline from The Onion, folks. This is our president.
What even is a McDonald's summit?
I don't know.
Does the hamburger give a keynote speech? What the fuck is going on?
Right, and why are we speaking about why are we speaking about the economy at McDonald's summit?
Yeah, you should be talking about the fries and if they need more salt or less.
It's so weird, man.
Pickles or no pickles. That's the only thing you should be talking about at McDonald's summit. You should not be talking about inflation and tariffs and
the economy. So, all right, so let's get into some of these clips that I got because I got quite a few of them. Because the Epstein files are destroying Trump. I think they're going to kill him. Because I mean, let's be honest. The president, he's got dementia. Plenty of doctors have come out now saying that he definitely has advanced stage dementia, just based on all the symptoms we've seen from him being in the public. But to being the president is the most stressful job in the world. Look at any president, even Obama. Like, he went in looking like somebody in his late 30s, early 40s, and he left looking like he was in his 60s. You know what I mean? Gray hair.
He was in there for 8 years. He aged 40. You know.
Yeah, I mean that's you're literally that's the most stressful and important job in this country, possibly the world, and we have a complete moron running it, who is mentioned more than anybody else in the Epstein files, by the way, and those emails.
Yeah.
Quite a lot, by a lot. There's more pictures of Donald Trump with Epstein than anybody else. I mean, it's just a mess. It's a mess. He's never going to be able to avoid this. And with his health being as bad as it is, this extra added bit of stress could push him over the edge. But
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. But it was a political act of treason for the Democrats to not have used this on the campaign trail. They knew all this. Biden had access to it. Kamala did. Obama. Hillary, all of them, and none of them chose to use it. And we just can't have this shit anymore. You cannot be having a literal Nazi pedophile running. I said, we try to censor ourselves.
I mean, it's factual, though. I mean, it's factual. So
yeah,
I mean,
and then you cannot have this and not talk about it, especially when they're going to say a bunch of nonsense. You might as well speak truth to power. And but that's why they cave, is because they don't believe in anything.
Yeah, I mean, he's even losing Fox. He's even losing Fox. Which is really bad. I mean, if you lose Fox, you've really lost the plot.
Yeah.
Fox News had on, from what I can tell, her name is Stephanie Miller. She, in 2004, says the Stephanie Miller show was launched by Democracy Radio and WYD Media Management, grew to approximately 6 million weekly listeners in 2017. And she's got a very, very established resume here: radio, television, movies, acting, stand-up comedy, all that stuff. And they had her talking on Fox News, and they asked her about Biden's mental decline, and her response was epic.
Right?
I have that right now. Here we go.
Because you're anything but. All right, so I do have a question. I tried to get an answer out of you on radio. Okay. The question is, when did you notice Joe Biden's cognitive decline? And don't change the subject and deflect. When did you really notice it?
Well, I think it was through all of the times that Donald Trump has fallen asleep in public and talked about, magnets getting wet in the last few. My mom had dementia, so I recognize it.
Stephanie, this is not, it's a very good deflection. You're a professional.
You know what
radio
else
talk
is
shows.
great
You're
about
very good.
Biden's decline is that Trump is all over the Epstein files, and I'm wondering if they're going to.
Boss lady.
Really, because the woman that apparently they're talking about is the one that said he was a gentleman and never did anything wrong. And the person that had a grudge was the guy that got thrown out of Mar-a-Lago 25 years ago. And by the way, when you get thrown out of a club in Palm Beach, Florida, that's kind of a big deal. And it's very humiliating and embarrassing. And he was a convicted pedophile. So I'm not exactly putting a lot of gospel truth in what he said.
Trump was mad that he was stealing his girls, but
I'm sorry. What was that? You said that? She just walks off. Hang on. She just walks. She's like, I'm sorry. You said what now? What was that, Hannity? He's so got it. Dang it. I'll get better at that.
That's all right. But that's great. Great answer. What do you think of Biden's mental decline? I think it was Donald Trump's all over the Epstein files. That's exactly the proper answer for this situation, man. All right.
Pro Trump though, so that caught me off guard. That's very interesting.
Is she? I don't think she is though. That's the thing.
Yeah, clearly not. But when I saw that in on Twitter, I thought it was like, some a Freudian slip by a pro Trump person is saying, oh well, I saw. I noticed Biden's decline when I saw how shitty Trump is. I thought it'd be like that, but it was actually just her just nailing the fuck out of Hannity's smug ass face.
Yeah, that was great. So, but the fracture in MAGA is going to be epic. It's being led by two groups now. Okay, this is what's going to happen. You're going to have the pro-Israel lobby, MAGA loyalists, Trump loyalists. But now you have the America First group, who are the actual neo-Nazis.
Yeah, the Groypers and stuff.
Yeah, the Groypers and the extremists, all the Charlie Kirk fans who are pissed off about the situation and the Israel stuff have flocked over to Nick Fuentes. He has gained a substantial amount of following as a result of Charlie Kirk's death. Charlie Kirk's death kind of left a void, and it's being filled by a couple people. You got, on one hand, you got Ben Shapiro, who is the pro-Israel, replacement for Charlie Kirk. But then you have Nick Fuentes, who is a nut job, and I can't imagine this guy's ever gotten laid without actually paying for it. Or I'm pretty sure he's just another closeted, angry, self-hating, closeted homosexual. You know what I mean? Which seems to be on brand for MAGA, according to Bubba.
check his search history during CPAC. Maybe he's got a Grindr profile.
I'm sure he does. But anyway, rumors are he's kind of a freak into like furries and shit like that. So these people are weird. These people are as extreme as it gets, and it shouldn't be taken lightly, even though it's ridiculous. But this is America. This is America. Fuck.
This is America.
All right, here we go.
You go from MAGA to America First. Step 1, step 2. You go from sort of like a vague 1990s liberalism that says, it's a cult of personality through personal loyalty to Trump. We're going to withstand the high-pressure media attacks, political attacks.
Yeah.
We're going to see the systems corrupt. We're going to destroy the system's legitimacy and their credibility and the rest of it. Prove that it's possible. Show ourselves our own power. Change the rules. Do all these things. Warm people up. Move the Overton window to the right. Change the GOP. Then we move on to America First. And now we say, well, why are we against mass migration? Because this country has an identity. Why are we against foreign wars? Because we have them, because we're under the control of a foreign lobby. We have a corruption problem. Who isn't putting America first?
Well, it sure as fuck is not you, Nick. You fucking Nazi loser.
No, he's just another grifter. But we called this. We called this because the one thing that always confused me about Donald Trump's base this last year was half of it supports Israel and the other half hates Jews. You know what I mean? Like, when you got rednecks out in Texas supporting Palestine, like, you've lost the plot. You've lost the plot. Like, if they hate Israel so much that they're supporting Arabs, you have lost the plot. You know what I mean? But that's But so again, you're going to have MAGA, which is the Trump loyalists, and then you're going to have this giant chunk fracture off into this America First movement, and it's going to be a mess. They're going to be fighting themselves.
Yeah,
they're not going to fight us anymore. They're going to be too busy fighting themselves. And of course, the Democrats do nothing to seize on the opportunities. Man, you got to push. You got to push.
There's no messaging. There's no leadership because we have no leaders. I mean, Jeffries, Schumer. No, the people who are actually leading are, respectfully, folks like AOC, Bernie. Mm-hmm. They're actually out there leading.
Jeffries is part of the problem.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, he's totally bought and controlled by AIPAC.
Oh, my God. He is one of their greatest recipients. Yeah, they love him. They love him. All right, so let me show you the polar opposite, Ben Shapiro, okay, just so you understand what we're dealing with here. Ben Shapiro, on the other hand, thinks that if you can't afford to live in America, you should leave. Like, that's a solution, but this is what they say.
Trust fund baby, of course he would say that.
Of course, yeah.
If you're a young person and you can't afford to live here, then maybe you should not live here. I mean, that is a real thing. Yeah, I know that we've now grown up in a society that says that you deserve to live where you grew up, but the reality is that the history of America is almost literally the opposite of that. The history of America is you go to a place where there is opportunity. And if the opportunities are
I have
here and they're not
never
changing,
seen a bigger
really
yarmulke.
Try to think about other places where you have better opportunities.
Every time I see a first clip of Ben Shapiro, I think it's on sped up. I think it's sped up. You know, that's what every time he talks, he looks like, you know how you're like scrolling YouTube and you can like double tap it and then it'll go.
It speaks faster. Yeah.
That's every single time I see Ben Shapiro speak. It's insane.
You ever seen, have you seen Scary Movie 3? No. I'm doing a lot of movie references. There's this moment. It's so stupid, but it's one of the best parts of the movie where this, the cop comes over to Charlie Sheen's house. They're talking about aliens and shit like that. And every time they cut away from her and cut back, her hat got bigger. And I feel like that's what's happening with Ben Shapiro. Like, every time you see him again, his yarmulke keeps getting bigger.
I don't think
it's going to be like a riding helmet.
I think he's just getting smaller. Like
it could be.
It's going to fit over him like a condom tip. You know,
it's probably it's probably children's sized.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Jesus,
he is
man.
so weird looking too. I mean, I realize that I have some prominent eyebrows, but that man has some straight up fucking Groucho Marx eyebrows.
The caterpillars up there.
Yeah, it looks like he uses a magic marker and just does.
I know, right?
It's insane. He's such a weird looking guy. No wonder his wife can never get wet around him.
No kidding. I don't know how a lot of these people are married and reproduce. Like Tucker Carlson has kids. There are many Carlsons running around this country right now. That is horrifying. Horrifying.
I don't even want to know what to get up to in the bedroom. It's got to be so fucking gross.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. See? I can put that in your head there.
Yeah, I apologize to everybody on the internet the other day because it was like, because they said Jeffrey Epstein's brother was like, Bubba's not Bill Clinton. And then all of a sudden everybody's like, well, Ghislaine Maxwell had a horse named Bubba.
A horse.
So Donald Trump woke up gay and went to bed a horse cock. Just eating it up, man. Taking back shots from Bubba. It's too good, man.
In all fairness, though, I don't think that's I think that was just them busting each other's balls. I don't think that's an actual thing that happened. I mean, maybe
I don't know, man, because why would you ask if Putin has the pictures? Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's like
the context of the email. Yeah, they did say that.
They said, "Does Putin have the pictures of Trump blowing Bubba?" And the funny part is ever since that story came out, Donald Trump the White House has been like love bombing posts of him and Melania, like we truly believe that him and Melania have a good relationship. They don't even sleep in the same bedroom, man.
I don't even think they're in the same zip code right now.
Probably not. She hates his guts.
I don't know if Putin has pictures of him blowing Bubba, I still don't know. I wonder if that's. But again, that can still be just them joking back and forth.
It could, but there was a very, I think, extensive email exchange between Putin and Jeffrey Epstein. So Russia was somehow involved. Oh yeah.
I'm sure they were, but it's like it just seems
they have information though.
100%. Yeah, it just seems like too much of a stretch. I'm like the stuff about Trump
it's still
and
fun.
Underage children. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
like with Virginia Guffrey and the Katie Johnston, the Jane Doe from the lawsuit. That stuff's all very documented and verifiable.
Oh yeah.
But to think he actually like fucked a horse or sucked off Bill Clinton, it's funny. Yes, let's go with the memes. But in all seriousness, I find it extremely unlikely.
I do too, but at the same time, it just shows that how compromised he is. Like, there's a chance that there is a picture of Donald Trump giving someone named Bubba, whether it was Clinton, a horse, or some big old redneck in overalls named Bubba.
Might have just been an orgy situation, something like that.
I don't know. Okay, maybe it was code for something. Who the hell knows?
Thinking. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But the emails are so bad. So I mean, Donald Trump could redact and burn as much of the evidence as he wants. Like, you're not coming back from this.
And I was covering. See, and I'm so still pissed off at TikTok. I know I've ranted to you about this a lot, but I was doing a live stream and I was covering because I have a filter and I just put the emails in the background that I'll move out and I'm reading the fucking emails.
Yeah.
Right. And TikTok took down my stream saying it was misinformation. I'm reading the fucking emails. At some point we have to realize this pedo cabal is bigger than just the Republican crime party.
Oh,
I mean,
way
this
bigger.
Involves all these people in big tech: Zuckerberg, Bezos, Elon Musk, Thiel, and now Xiaozi Chu, the CEO of TikTok, and soon to be Larry Ellison. If they buy TikTok, these people are all in on the cabal.
Oh yeah.
Whether they're directly implicated or just their name in association with it is enough for them to shit their pants in fear. They are trying to censor this topic, and that's why it's so important that I'm reading the fucking emails, and they say it's misinformation. That's how desperate they are to hide this. And it's more important than ever that we make sure we get this stuff out there.
I agree. We have to hold these people accountable. I cannot stomach the fact that we are being. I mean, this is what rich people do. Is this what the ultra rich do? Like, they have all the money in the world, all the toys in the world. So what's left? Kids?
Yep, that's
really.
It's about power for them.
It is. And they do not care what damage it could cause or will cause a young kid. You know, they have to live with that. It's going to affect every relationship they ever have for the rest of their lives. Virginia Giuffre killed herself over it.
Hold on now. I don't buy that. I don't buy that she killed herself. I still say she was murdered because her family gave multiple statements saying that she told us she was not going to kill herself. She did not feel suicidal. I 100% believe that just like Epstein didn't kill himself, neither did Virginia Giuffre. That's where I'm at with that.
The problem I have is I would not put murder past these people.
Exactly. That's
I would not. I would not.
Because Virginia Giuffre, if you remember, was going to release her memoir. She was working on it, and that was going to come out, and that's why they had her offed. That's 100% what happened.
And it came out anyway. Good. Thank God.
I thought that was my dog. I saw my own hand on the screen. When did my dog lose all his fur? Oh, it's my hand. Jesus. I'm not even high. Fuck. All right, I need more water.
All right. Let's move on to
Greene thinks murdered too. Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, a lot. I hate to say it, but some of these conspiracy theorists were right. Some of them were right. Only problem is they had the wrong target.
Yep.
They were so busy being obsessed about George Soros, they did not or stop to realize that they were supporting the cabal. This was a giant blackmail pedo operation funded by foreign governments. It really is. All these. That's why, again, this will ruin a lot of people. I think there's still people that we haven't even heard of yet that are in the files.
Yep.
But yeah, so this is not going away, and hopefully we'll see it released. But what form will we see? Like, I have a feeling it's either going to be heavily redacted, or they're just going to bullshit us and just release pieces of it and shit. Like, there's no way they're going to just dump it all of a sudden. At least not. I thought they were just destroying the evidence. The reason they were just not wanting to release it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hopefully next week we'll get some action on this.
The internet is forever. Like, all that stuff is out there, and this is why I still stand by it. I don't think are there Democrats? Probably. I don't find it likely though, because look at how fucking hard they're fighting to keep this stuff quiet. Right? I know. If there were Democrats in here, they would absolutely release that shit and have only Trump's name redacted, right? Or only any other right wing, but then Clinton this, Clinton that, Clinton this, Clinton that. I'm convinced. I really don't think that anything happened with Bill Clinton. I don't think he was involved in it at all. The more time goes on, the less evidence that comes out, and the more that comes out against Trump, it just shows that it was all just a distraction and a deflection to hide the pedo cabal, which was being run by Trump and Epstein.
Yeah, no, I agree. It was definitely being run by Trump and Epstein. Trump was one of the traffickers. Now, I wouldn't put it past Bill Clinton to be involved in some capacity. They did say in the emails that he was never on the island, but we know for a fact that he was all over the flight logs.
Yeah.
So, anybody is. No, I mean, that's the thing. You don't have to go to the island to have sex with kids.
Yeah,
that was just kind of like their vacation spot. Where, you know what I mean?
Virginia Giuffre's account, the times that she was molested by Epstein and Ghislaine and these other rich, powerful men were here in the States.
Florida, New York City, a lot of it happened. Trump Towers, a lot of it happened. So, but this is not going away. And this has driven Marjorie Taylor Greene over the edge to the point where Donald Trump is calling her a far leftist.
Jesus Christ. Oh
right?
It never gets old. He just labels shit, and it doesn't have to make sense, and his base just falls for it. When I was doing the live stream, right, on TikTok, and I have the pictures of the email, and they're like, this never happened. It's fucking here.
Right, it's in print. It's in print, bro.
They are just it's ostrich syndrome. We just have to call them that. They have ostrich brain because they just dig their fucking head in the sand.
Yep, and stick it there.
And that's it. It's just they have ostrich brain. That's what I'm calling it.
Yeah. So apparently, again, Marjorie Taylor Greene is now a raging liberal. How did that? We have definitely slipped into some kind of dystopian alternate reality. But she did go on CNN. She is very adamant that she is no longer, and she wouldn't even be in office if it wasn't for Donald Trump. Pipe bomber Barbie, allegedly, we still don't know who the pipe bomber was for, the DC Jan 6th. We never solved that crime. That was never investigated. A lot of people are saying Donald Trump's trying to open investigations because if there's active investigations into this, then they can withhold evidence. Will they get that to stick? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, here's Marjorie Taylor Greene calling out Donald Trump for bringing a terrorist to the White House. He brought a former Al Qaeda leader. I believe he's the leader of Syria. Was it?
Yeah, Syria.
And this guy's bringing the Prince of Saudi Arabia, the guy that had Khashoggi beheaded, an American journalist, murderer.
Yeah, MBS.
Yeah, he's hosting that guy, and Saudi Arabia is another country that's pissing me off because they are trying to buy their way into the United States. They already bought the PGA, and they are getting their grubby little hands on all kinds of different types of businesses to try to work their way into the United States.
Infiltration.
Yeah, so a lot of these countries are playing the long game, and now we have a leader that's dumb enough to fall for all this shit.
And FARA, the Foreign Agents Registration Act, they're completely clipping that from DOJ entirely.
Right.
That was the report that came out, and this is why. So then Saudi Arabia, Israel, what's Argentina, all these other countries can start influencing us, influencing policy here.
Yeah.
Right. So whatever happened to America first, guys? You know,
that is not even.
FARA.
We're not even like third, fourth, or fifth at this point. You know what I mean? It's basically like a perfect example of Donald Trump and how easily bought off he is. He took the tariffs off of Switzerland because they gave him gold. I lost my genitalia in an unfortunate smelting accident. They literally gave this asshole gold. And he's like, all right, no tariffs for you.
It's just, oh my God. It's a Scooby-Doo level insanity. Like,
Isn't it though? And it's out in the open. It's just so out in the open. They don't care. But anyway, I'm getting off topic here. Let me play this clip of Marge, the radical liberal that she fuck.
Let's see.
There's no way. The one thing I have to give credit where credit is due. Marjorie Taylor Greene does not take money from foreign lobbies, okay? If I have to say one positive thing about this horrible woman, I will say that she does not take money from AIPAC. She is one of the few, if not the only Republican that doesn't. But here she is talking about Donald Trump and calling him out on his shit.
I've been putting massive pressure on my party and our speaker to pass the agenda that the American people vote for. That's the agenda that I fought for. Those are the campaign promises I made. And I can disagree with the president at times, particularly this past Monday on the Marines' 250th anniversary, when he honored the new Syrian president, who is an Al-Qaeda terrorist and was wanted by our government for years with a $10 million bounty up until March of this year. I very much am against that. I think that was very hurtful to the great men and women who served over in the Middle East and were sent there, and many of them that were killed and injured and live with PTSD to this day from fighting Al-Qaeda. So there's things I disagree with, and I'm allowed to do so.
But you don't have that clip where she was talking about how her life is in danger because of Trump.
Oh, yeah. I got that too.
You're going to play that? Okay, can we play that one too? Because I wanted to,
Yep.
On X that
hold up.
is with his comments fueling a, quote, hotbed of threats against you. Obviously, any threats to your safety are completely unacceptable. But we have seen these kinds of attacks or criticism from the president at other people.
Right. When they don't call out right-wing
Well, hold on, it's getting there.
It's not new.
I know what you mean.
And with respect, I haven't heard you speak out about it until it was directed at you.
Dana, I think that's fair criticism. And I would like to say humbly, I'm sorry for taking part in the toxic politics.
What? You haven't seen this clip?
Bad.
Obviously, any threats.
I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button. I did not hear the apology part of it.
Yeah, it's weird.
She actually said she was sorry?
Yeah, dude. This is upside down shit.
We are in the upside down.
Every time you think it can't get weirder, it does.
I would like to say humbly, I'm sorry for taking part in the toxic politics. It's very bad for our country. And it's been something I've thought about a lot, especially since Charlie Kirk was assassinated.
This is a woman that chased after kids and called them crisis actors.
Yep, I know.
Go ahead.
No, yeah, go play.
I'm only responsible for myself and my own words and actions, and I am committed, and I've been working on this a lot lately, to put down the knives in politics. I really just want to see people be kind to one another, and we need to figure out a new path forward.
I don't know.
Is focused on the American people, because as
Maybe
Americans,
she
no
just
matter
had-
what side of the aisle we're on, we have far more in common than we have differences.
Yeah.
And we need to be able to respect each other with our disagreements.
What is going on, man?
I mean, like, you know how people's personalities change every 7 years or something like that? Well, my question is, did she have a stroke and that's what caused it? Because, like, again, like you were saying, look at when she was chasing David Hogg and the survivors of Parkland, calling them price effective, and then look at that person there. Night and day, completely different people. But I did want to note that it's like, it says a lot that she is, this is why the thing about the left being so violent was all bullshit, because she's not saying that it's the left coming after her. It's Trump and his base of terrorists, because they are the violent ones. And that's why she is actually saying it accurately here.
Yeah.
Now we shouldn't. Yeah. See, now she's talking about how she got basically kind of swatted, like, but
got a pipe bomb threat on her construction companies and shit. Like they're really going after her.
We should still be extremely skeptical of this, because Marjorie Trader Greene is a liar. She's a pipe bomber. She was involved in January 6th. She's a terrorist. But at the same time, it's like you're saying stuff that's true, and I hate you for it.
I know it makes me hate myself that I agree with some of the stuff these people are saying, man.
It's getting so weird. Like Nick Fuentes is going to come out and say immigrants make America strong, you know? Or like Fetterman is going to come out and call it a genocide in Gaza. Like, what's going to happen next at this point? Tucker Carlson is going to say, I would like to be replaced by a woman because they work harder than me. Like, what is next in this crazy upside down bingo world that we're in?
I know, because I keep saying nothing else will ever surprise me, and then you find an email of talking about Trump blowing Bubba. Like that was not on my 25 bingo card. You know what I'm saying? That kind of threw me for a loop. I was not ready for that. I mean,
but you hadn't seen that clip before of her apologizing.
No, I saw the second half of the clip, and I clipped the whole thing off of Twitter, and I didn't bother watching the whole thing until just now. Wow, I'm flabbergasted.
I know.
Seeing a hateful, horrible woman like her come to. I mean, honestly, I think it's because it's starting to affect her personally, because they're attacking her. They are going after her.
Well, this personality 2.0 that she has now really started a couple months ago, where she came out and said that the GOP does not treat women well, and she just the minimum wage is not enough for people to live on, shit like that. And now we have this. So something is happening. Whether it's genuine or not is a different question.
Right. Right. So take it with a grain of salt. It's hard to believe anything that comes out of these people's mouths, but this is something I've never heard her say. So it's kind of shocking. It is a little bit like, what? Like, I don't know what to make of it.
Yeah.
All right. So again, the MAGA, the fracture is growing. Okay, there is a giant line, and it is dividing this movement in half. And the haves hate each other, which is good for us, because the more they focus on themselves, the more they attack themselves, the more we can get accomplished, and focus on the work that needs to be done. And you know what? If they want to come out and say it, I'm never going to support them. I'm never going to agree with their points of views on life. But it's important for MAGA to hear other MAGA say it, because they don't listen to us. Like, we could say the exact same thing Marjorie Taylor Greene just said, and they'd be like, oh, that's fake news, or that never happened, or you're just a crazy liberal. But when, somebody like Nick Fuentes says it, or Tucker Carlson, or Marjorie Taylor Greene, MAGA listens to those people. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They will never listen to us. But if they want to rip each other apart, I'm just going to enjoy. Get your popcorn ready, because it's going to get crazy. Donald Trump's backed into a corner. He's basically a cornered rat, about ready to chew his own leg off to escape.
Yeah.
From the trap. And my question, my worry, like Donald Trump, in my eyes, would be more than willing to burn this country to the ground to avoid any consequences and to stay any power. I truly believe that. I have no doubt in my mind that Donald Trump would take us all down with him if he can.
Well, I mean, that's what he did on January 6th, and after he lost,
he tried.
2020.
Yep, he tried. He definitely tried.
Fucking mainstream media. I go swearing again, dang it.
That's all right.
The corporate media was all saying like, "Oh, it'll be a peaceful transfer of power." This, that. And everyone with a brain, not corrupted by fucking corporate politics, was like, "Yeah, that's not happening."
No, because he wouldn't even let Biden's transition team into the White House.
Nope.
No, it was like, this is a mess. This is a mess.
They like locked out and changed like door codes and stuff. So yeah, they couldn't transition at all.
Right, and now he has more power than ever before.
Yeah.
So
and everybody's lined up, but he's never been more unpopular. That's why it's so insane to see all these people just capitulate to him. He's not popular. Look at the massive resistance with the No Kings protests. Look at all the times look at how compromised he is in the Epstein files.
Oh my God.
So the fact that these giant businesses and law firms, these guys who love to say that they're masters of the universe, and they're rolling over like a fucking dog that's been nipped on its butt. You know, it's pathetic.
It is. It is. So, all right, let's go back to Donald Trump, see what he's up to, because he is not having a good day. Other than speaking at the McDonald's summit, whatever that is. I'm going to look into it. I got to figure out what this is. Like, what is the McDonald's summit? And why is the president speaking at it? But anyway, here he says he does not want the Epstein files to detract from his super awesomeness and all the stuff that he's accomplished. Good luck with that.
I just don't want Epstein to do is detract from the great success of the Republican Party. But don't talk about it too much, because honestly, I don't want to take it away from us. It's really a Democrat problem. The Democrats were Epstein's friends, all of them. And it's a hoax. The whole thing is a hoax. And I don't want to take it away from really the greatness of what the Republican Party has accomplished over the last period of time.
He sounds more throaty. He sounds like he just blew Bubba again in that clip.
You know what? It's funny you say that, because they actually ask him about his voice here in this next clip.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah, they asked him if he's not feeling good, and he says he's just been yelling a lot, which could be the case.
No shit.
Which very much could be the case. But let me go ahead and play this clip real quick. But that one blew me away. He's like, I don't want the Epstein files to detract from all the amazing things we've done.
Yeah.
Like what?
Prices,
like what? Dude, this guy was handed a golden economy on the up, on a gold, just on a silver platter, and in 10 months, he has completely destroyed it to the point where a lot of states are slipping into a recession and are starting to worry about going into a depression.
And I really hope that Americans will learn this time, because yes, there were problems under Biden's economy. Nothing's ever going to be perfect.
Right.
But for God's sake, we were growing, wages were going up. And yes, there was inflation. There were some problems there, which was starting to come down. And then now look where we are. So people who vote like this, you got to use your damn brains, because it's not better now, and it's never going to be better if you keep voting Republican.
Right. But we always have to remind everybody who was president before Joe Biden.
Yeah, and
Donald Trump. He's the reason it was messed up the first time. You know what I mean? Like, he screwed the economy up his first term.
Yeah,
and they're like, it's like giving your worst employee a promotion. It's hilarious.
Yeah, this was I wanted to say this one too, because Epstein files would have been an October surprise. Again, this shows the weakness of Hillary and the Democratic establishment for refusing to use those. So yes, stay alive. I agree with you there. It should have been.
I agree. Now, they never would have gotten a vote in the last 2 years of Biden to release the Epstein files, because the GOP controlled the House. Yeah, and they passed nothing.
But Biden could have ordered the DOJ to release it.
I agree.
Transparently, and they should have. That should have been an executive order.
Yeah, I agree. Or fucking leak it, dude. Like I said, we're tired of playing by the rules.
That too. Yeah.
Leak it. What are they going to do? Sue you? Yep. Great. Let's take your testimony under oath, and let's request all the evidence. You know what I mean? That's why Donald Trump has never sued anybody for calling him a pedo.
And he never will.
And he never will. You can call him a pedo to his face, and he will. He has sued people for editing interviews, and he has never sued anybody about the Epstein files, because he is horrified of the stuff that's in there. You know what I mean? He does not want this getting out. So
yep, it's gonna be bad.
But here's the video of the reporter asking him if he's okay, because he does sound like shit.
Mr. President, I have a question about Venezuela, but can I just first ask, the health of the president's always news. Your voice sounds a little rough. Are you feeling all right?
I feel great. I was shouting at people because they were stupid about something having to do with trade in a country, and I straightened it out. But I blew my stack at these people.
Well, it sounds like there's a follow-up there, but can I ask you about Venezuela? You suggested...
Sounds like there's a what?
It sounds like there's a follow-up there, but can I ask you about Venezuela?
I thought you said there was a polyp. And I said, I don't want to hear that.
What is this guy like? That we always have a MAGA in it. Like, this is a MAGA comment. Who got added to the list first? I don't know. Probably Trump. Yeah.
Trump's been friends with Epstein. Trump admitted in interviews that he liked Epstein because they both like younger women. He admitted on Howard Stern's show, in his own words, that he specifically had a beauty pageant with teenagers where he would walk behind in the stage to see the half-naked teenagers. This is not new that Trump is a pedophile.
But this is the typical MAGA argument, and here's the point, buddy. We don't fucking care who is on the list. Everybody should be held accountable. I don't give a shit. Like, we don't have favorite politicians.
I don't have a golden statue of Obama. Yeah.
Right. We don't buy merch of our favorite congressman. Like, it's stupid.
God, oh my God. Just the way it sounds so pathetic, but they do that too, don't they?
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't give a fuck who's on the list, bro. Yeah. All of these pedos need to be held accountable. Just stop with your ignorance, man. Stay out of my comment section. You just make yourself look dumb. I'm just saying. You make yourself look dumb, and you just prove our point. So,
it's always, I'm rubber, you're glue. You should bounce off.
Nuh-uh.
Exactly.
Nuh-uh.
Hey,
Nuh-uh.
in the Epstein files? Nuh-uh. Yeah. Nuh-uh.
Not only is... Dude, Trump is the Epstein files. He's not in them. He is the Epstein files. He's listed more than anybody else on the planet. More, by far. Even in the emails that were just released. Donald Trump is the subject matter of almost all of it.
Yep.
And there's other people involved too, obviously. But damn, dude, just accept the fact that you guys got conned.
Yep.
Stop being mad at us. We're trying to tell you the truth. We are trying to tell you the truth, and you're mad at us. You're mad at us. Get over yourselves. Like, spare us with your pearl collection. Jesus. But here's another video of Donald Trump attacking a reporter, saying that they are a terrible reporter just for asking about the Epstein files. He's losing it, guys.
You have that clip? Oh my God.
Yeah, he's losing his shit.
They would like to talk.
Mr. President, Representative Massey says he's concerned that the Epstein probe you are calling for could be a smokescreen to block the release of more files. Is that the case?
Well, I don't want to talk about it because fake news like you're a terrible reporter, and fake news like you, they just keep bringing that up to deflect from the tremendous success of the Trump administration. So a guy like Massey, his poll numbers are showing he's a 6% approval rating right now.
He looks awful.
And, we call him Rand Paul Jr. because he never votes for the Republican Party. So they're using Jeffrey Epstein as a deflection from the tremendous success that we're having as a party.
It's just such horse shit, everything he says. And I'm sorry, if you believe that kind of stuff, if MAGA is believing that stuff, y'all are just dumb. I mean, you can look at it, you can hear it. He's repeating it, repetition, because it's bullshit. I mean, everybody, maybe not MAGA because we actually went to school, but in school, there was always someone who got caught red-handed, stealing someone's lunch or cheating on a test, and that's how they act right there. They're like, no, you're terrible, and I'm doing great. I got this because I did great. It's always horseshit.
Right, and nothing. I don't care if you solve world hunger. If you're a pedo who's raping kids, I will never, ever, ever defend you or support you. You can shove your head up your own ass, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? And that's what kills me about people that are actually out there defending this. There was a video we talked about it yesterday. There's a Dean Withers did a live where he does lives where he has MAGA call in and he'll debate them or whatever.
Yeah.
Which I don't bother doing. I think it's a waste of time. It's like arguing with a brick wall, quite literally. Yeah. And the guy asked Dean to explain why it's bad to rape underage girls. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm sorry, I have to curse on this one. And then he was like, what's the matter? You got dicks in your ears? Like, he was being real ignorant. And I was like, bro, you just said you need us to explain to you why. And stop calling 15-year-olds barely legal. Okay, that's illegal. 18 years and a day, that's barely legal because they're legal.
Yeah.
In the eyes of the law. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I think they should raise the age of adulthood. You know what I'm saying? 18 is still
will never get laid.
But you got Republicans are trying to lower the age of consent to 14, man.
Yep. All over the place.
But people like that guy in my comments, like, if honestly, in my eyes, if you still support this, I think you would do the same thing if you were put in Donald Trump's position. I think you would have sex with underage girls too.
Yeah, like when people like that call in, it's like, check his hard drive. Check his hard drive.
Yeah. Call FBI because
history. Yeah, do not let this man unattended around children ever.
Yeah, that guy should have been reported to the cops because that's. Yeah, if you need explained why it's bad, then you are looking at it and enjoying it.
Yeah, he's probably done it. That's probably it. Because you see all the time. There was another story last week. Some MAGA person was arrested for having CSAM on his computer. And that was probably that dude that called in. You know?
Probably. It probably was, man. Jared, I told you we have the biggest child sex trafficking ring in the world, and I think Dumpy is still doing it. I
agree.
I can't disagree with you. I know we sound like conspiracy theorists now, but so much has come out. Like, it's honestly hard to not believe this stuff anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so extreme. And a lot of it is verifiable. It's not conspiracy if there's facts involved and evidence. You know what I mean? It's not a conspiracy anymore. Or it's not a theory. You know what I mean? It's conspiracy, but it's not a theory.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting the smoking gun in those emails where Epstein was emailing, I can't remember who, but he was saying that Trump absolutely knew what he was doing. That's why I asked Elaine to stop. And that it redacted the name, but Trump was alone with, and then it redacts and says victim over it for hours. Implying that they were obviously, I mean, who is going to, and that's an Epstein setup with a child and a grown-ass man. Yeah, for hours. They're not in there playing Jenga, okay? And then there was another one.
Talking about their feelings and shit?
Yeah, another one where one of the victims emailed Epstein and said, hey, I don't want to go into your home yet if Trump is still there. It's very clear that it was known, and he did it. This is where there's smoke, there's an inferno.
There was one email that made me sick to my stomach, and I believe it was from Epstein to somebody that is currently working, I believe, or what? I think he's an ambassador of some kind. I forget where. The email was from Epstein to this guy, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head. It said, send me pictures of you with the little girls. It'll make me happy. Yeah, that guy.
Yep.
Dude, I wanted to vomit when I read that. But that's what we're doing.
And you know he had to do it because Epstein has the goods on Tom Barack too. So you know
on everybody.
And that he had to send a picture, and God knows what Epstein did with that picture, but it's going to be disgusting.
Well, here's the thing. It is verified now that Epstein was working at least with Israel. I don't know if he was working for them, but he was at least working with them.
Yeah, Ehud Barak.
Let's be honest. He was working for them. Fuck it. But Israel is obsessed with mass surveillance. Do you not think that Jeffrey Epstein's island, homes, businesses weren't all wired up with microphones and cameras? Israel's literally having Palantir install AI monitoring systems, cameras, facial recognition cameras all over the country right now. It's literally happening. And that was their experiment. They got so much blackmail information on all these they were probably like, hey, you need to do this for us. And they were like, nah, I'm not going to do that. And they're like, what? Then they send them the video they have of them doing something. And they're like, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
And that's 100% what's happening. Because that email about, do you have the picture of Trump blowing Bubba? That's going to be on file. These emails are just the tip of the fucking iceberg.
Right. We haven't even seen the evidence, man.
Exactly. What's really going to be in these files is going to be witness testimony. It's going to be rape kits. It's going to be forensic evidence. It's going to be video evidence of Trump doing these acts caught in the moment, because like you're saying, it's all going to be under surveillance. And this is how bad it is without even getting there.
Yeah.
Right.
I see the list of evidence that they collected. There's terabytes of information. Electronic devices, like there's the end of the crazy part is the emails weren't even from the administration. It's not like our government released. I mean, they did, but they subpoenaed them from the Epstein estate.
Correct.
You know what I mean? These aren't part of the Epstein files. I mean, they probably are, but these were from the Epstein estate.
Yep. And a lot
that was a good move, getting them though from the Epstein estate. That was actually pretty smart.
Yeah, and a lot of when Epstein was first convicted in, what was that, 2010 or something? And he got that sweetheart deal from Alex Acosta, who was the prosecutor in Florida at the time, who then got rewarded with the labor secretary role under Trump 1. And that case, they basically they gave him a slap on the wrist for the one victim who I believe was 17, and they did that intentionally so that it was like, oh, well, he's not really a pedophile. He's a femophilia. It's not that bad, right? It's not a big deal.
And he got charged with paying for sex, I think it was.
Yes.
Basically.
And then, but the fact is that there are way more victims than that. There was like a dozen victims that came forward.
Yeah.
And they're what's going to be in those files. Their statements, their story of the rapes that happened with Epstein and Trump and all these other powerful figures. Again, big tech is trying to censor this. So where have you been, Jeff Bezos, when this was going on? That's what's in those files.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. The next week will probably be spectacularly bad. I'm guessing
it's going to be Hindenburg, man. It's just
the Titanic is going down, and a lot of these people have decided to go down with the ship, apparently. So, but there are rats jumping off, though. There are some of these MAGA rats jumping ship.
Yeah,
she's one of them, man. So thanks for. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say the commenters are also saying the same thing about Megyn Kelly pulling the whole thing. Well, technically, it's not pedophilia. It was 15. And again, this is the same thing. Just like that caller is like, why is raping children bad? We need, like, Megyn Kelly needs to have her kids forcefully taken away from her.
I agree.
For their own safety.
Right, because she has a 14-year-old daughter, and she's just 1 year. So next year, you're okay with a man sleeping with your daughter. Yep. I would literally go to jail for murder if somebody did that to my daughter. I'm not even exaggerating.
A lot of people would support that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? When it comes to my kids, because my daughter was online, chronically online growing up, and there were some men that tried to. If I could have reached through the phone, I probably would have ripped people's throats out. But yeah, there are a lot of sick people in this world. They need to be checked accordingly. So,
100%.
Thanks for watching, everybody. That's all we have for today. Do not forget, we'll be back tomorrow. Mike and I will be back doing another episode. Pretty much tomorrow, what I want to do is just hang out with you guys. If you have any questions or comments or anything like that, but we kind of just want to recap the last year, because this has honestly been an amazing year for us here at the show. We've been able to travel. We'll go to a bunch of different on-location stuff. And we're going back to D.C. This is only Mike's second ever trip to D.C. This is my 7th one this year.
Nice.
And I grew up around D.C. But I know the area now, so Mike and I are going to have a really good time. We're going to put out a bunch of content. We're going to do lives on Instagram, Facebook. And the main event will be right here on our YouTube channel on Saturday. Dropkick Murphys will be performing, and we'll be front and center for all that. I'm actually emailing back and forth with the organizers of the event to try and get us a really good spot to broadcast from. So please watch that. That'll be Saturday at noon. Plus, we're also going to do a YouTube live on Friday as well. Time to be determined. It's going to be a blast. Thank you guys. We could not have done it without your support. If you guys want to donate at all to this trip, we do have a small GoFundMe set up just to kind of cover a little bit of the food and stuff like that. So if you guys want to donate, link trees in the description of the video. If you like merch, we have merch. If we also follow us on social media, my Facebook is in there. All of our Instagram is in there. I just put Mike's Blue Sky. He made a Blue Sky for the channel, so Mike is working on our Blue Sky account.
Remind me when we get off. I got to add that one because I don't think I have it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sorry, guys. Love you all. Thank you so much for an amazing year. Also, my homegirl Amanda is going to be on tomorrow. If you've watched me on Twitch, she's the girl I play video games with. She is hysterical, and I can't wait to get her opinion on a lot of this stuff. And she's a Jersey girl through and through, so she's Jersey. She's from Jersey. She's awesome. So we're gonna have a lot of fun tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And then don't forget Thursday, I will be in Washington, D.C. Mike will be there Friday, and we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff for you guys there. Love you all. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.